You've talked about how this couch looked high to you. Right?
Yes, sir.
And you do recall saying in that interview, we're going to go out there and get your couch, and I just want you to know we're going to go get your couch.
Correct.
Let me show you what's been introduced as exhibit number 12. And ask if you recognize that.
Yes.
What is that?
That's the actual sofa she was lying on.
Okay. So this is the couch that you're talking about, that Destiny was lying on that night when she was shot.
Correct.
And you believe that couch looks high, tall, the seat part of it.
Sure.
And in that video of the walkthrough, you and Wardlaw are standing beside it, and it comes up out to your knee. Does that sound like a high couch to you?
Okay, I'll agree with you. It's an average couch. It's a normal couch.
So why was it necessary to talk about how high the couch was?
Sir, it's a normal couch.
Right. Talking about how high it was made the story sound less likely that Gavin could have shot her.
You know what? Again, how many versions did she give us?
I'm not asking you about how many versions she gave you. I'm asking you about the versions you gave.
I did not believe her son was capable of shooting his sister. How in the world can a 2-year-old child know where a gun is, go get a gun, drag a stool? This is all my thought process. So
Are you telling me that as a homicide investigator, you are not aware of the multiple times a year that small children get guns and shoot people with it?
It's happened, absolutely.
So
It's happened.
Why are you acting so shocked that a 2-year-old could get a gun and shoot someone? It's just not believable.
Sir, you've seen the interview. I'm not going to tell you to put you do this for a living, I do it for a living. You're a criminal defense attorney. I disagree with you. She was lying and being dishonest. I'm trying to understand and comprehend this mess.
And so you thought that you would get more truth from her if you lied and were dishonest?
Sir, I don't know that I lied to her. I disagree with you. That's misrepresentation of my words.
You told her the couch was too high for him to be able
Okay,
to do
I
that.
did say that.
And now, you did. And now you say
I'm just
it didn't happen. It's a normal couch.
For conversation, I'm going to agree with you because it's going to be an argument. It's a normal couch.
Don't agree with me because you
No,
don't want to have an argument.
it's a normal couch,
Is
sir.
this a normal couch?
It's
or
a
not?
normal couch.
And
Yes,
so
sir.
when you said it was
Yes,
too
sir.
high for this
I
to
agree
happen
with
to
you.
Gavin, you were lying.
I agree, sir. I did not have any intent to lie to this young lady. I'm not trying to put anything in her head besides get the truth.
How do you have to put things in people's head to get them to tell the truth?
Sir, we're investigating the death of her 5-year-old little girl.
I know, and you know that no matter how many times you say that, it doesn't change anything, right?
Absolutely. It doesn't change things in your mind.
No, it doesn't. We're talking about what was said, why, and how.
Sure.
And we're talking about who was the fibber in this interview. And I'm telling you, you didn't come off too good on the fibber scale either, did you?
Sir, are you calling me a liar?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I disagree with you.
When you're talking to a individual, I know you hadn't had any training about how to deal with people with PTSD or stress. In that interview, you all asked her about what kind of gun it was, right?
Correct.
Was it one like we carry, or was it one of those with a round thing on it?
I think-
She goes, I don't know.
I think Investigator Warlaw said a wheel gun.
Right. And then said, you know, like in the movies, the ones they use for Russian roulette. Remember that?
If that's what he said, is that what he said or
You
me?
told me to play the video?
If that's what I said, then I agree with you. Sir, if that's what I said, then
Oh, no,
I
I
agree.
don't want you just to agree with me for the sake of agreeing with me. Let's,
I'm confused about what the question actually is.
well, we'll get there. We'll clear it up for you.
Just refer back to the interview.
He don't drive a black. He drives a white one.
Let me ask you while we're here.
I don't know. He goes to the POW auction.
She has told you that she's nervous being in that room because she was raped by a police officer. right?
Yes, sir.
You and Wardlaw both heard that,
Yes, sir.
right? And so that's when you start out with yelling and screaming at her, and then a little while later, you kind of work through the process, and we arrive at this moment on the video in the interview where you're talking about this 300 and what color it is.
Oh,
and who
behind
drives it.
Walmart Clinton Highway and buys cars.
We're pretty certain it's white.
Okay.
But you know it was him for sure, James, in there.
And he had a hat on. Do you
I don't know.
Because we've got witness.
What was he wearing?
He had on a black shirt and he had a black hat on.
Did he say anything to you? Did you ever see him when you first got home?
No.
Do you think he might have been, you think he really was following you in?
I think that he was just watching.
I think you're right. I think the video is going to tell us that he was probably.
Now, we're all friends again because she's agreed with you that it's probably Antoine, right?
And are you asking me how we got to the point this may be domestic related? Is that what you're asking
Yeah,
me?
we'll get to that. But at this point in the interview, you're no longer yelling and screaming at her because she's agreed with you guys that Antoine
Setting.
did it.
At this point, I don't know what to believe.
Okay.
For you to come home. We knew this is domestic. And we figured the whole time that you're scared. We understand it. We just don't want you to lie to us. You know it's more than you're okay. You're okay.
You lost the baby. Come here. Come here, sweetie. Come on.
Now, given that she has told you she's uncomfortable because there's 2 male police officers in the room and she was raped by a male police officer 18 months before, did you think this was an appropriate act?
I can't speak for
I'm not
investigators.
asking you to speak for him. Is that an appropriate act?
That's a consoling act to me.
A consoling act.
We were concerned about the 5-year-old little girl. This is tragic any way you look at it, sir.
I'm talking about the young woman who was in your room.
She looks like she's pretty receptive of it. She didn't back away.
How many guns was she wearing? How many guns was she wearing?
There are 2 guns in that room, and we never threatened her with a gun.
No, but you're 2 male officers in the room and she's just explaining to you she was raped by a cop and that makes her scared. So one of them decides hugging her might be a good idea, right?
If that's what he did.
And if that's what he did,
Yeah.
what the heck would you call that?
Sir, he hugged her. I will agree with you.
Now, and then at the end of this interview, you go through her purse, right?
And Wardlaw goes through the person. I'm standing by. Yes, sir.
She's got a bunch of pill bottles in there.
People have pill bottles all the time.
Well, they're for her prescription, right?
Sir, if you're asking me, did I know she was diagnosed with
No,
PTSD?
that's not what I'm asking.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking you, went through her purse, right?
Yes, sir.
She had lots of pill bottles.
Sure.
One of them, you ask her you ask her what it's for, and she says, I have shingles.
Is that what Wardlaw asked her, or did I ask her
I
that?
think Wardlaw asked her
Okay.
while you're standing there.
Okay, if that's what he asked, sure.
And you said what?
Well,
You got shingles and you let him hug on you?
yeah, okay, I
He's got
did
a
say
young
that.
child.
Yes, he does have young children.
Who hugged on who?
He,
Why are you giving her a hard time about having shingles when Wardlaw takes a rape victim and decides to hug her in an emotional moment in an interview?
Investigator Wardlaw hugged her, so we will agree with that.
And you jumped on her for allowing him to do that when she had shingles.
I think it
Building
was.
rapport again?
Did I jump on her? Can we watch it? Am I laughing? I don't understand what you're. I don't think I jumped
I don't
on her.
understand either, officer. That's the one point we
I
do
think we're getting
agree
some
on.
mischaracterizations here. I think I laughed about it and said, why would you let him hug or her hug on each other? However I described it.
That's what happened.
So your little boy can't speak very well right now?
Yeah, he can.
So he talks pretty well?
Yes.
So he understands everything?
Shingles contagious.
Now you're supposed to give it to you 60 years old. Leave until police.
Let's see what this is. I'm from human service.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I wait on my people.
Okay. Traffic though.
Sleep. And I'm depressed. Abuse of phone.
You what?
Abuse of phone.
I don't see that in here.
I just don't take it off.
What's it called?
Abuse of phone.
So your little boy can't speak very well right
Oh, yeah,
now.
he can.
So he talks pretty well.
Yes.
So he understands everything.
Yes, sir.
Shingles contagious.
Yeah.
Shingles.
Damn. Hey, and he's got a small child.
Back home because we really like to talk to him.
This child's dead. I don't think he knows.
So what's this one? Clover, what's that?
I have shingles from stress.
Well, that is no good. You got all kind of
Contagious, are you?
You just now, you let me hug on you and tell me you got shingles.
Damn. Hey, and he's got a small child.
This is love.
I'm out.
What's this? Fluoxetine or whatever.
So that was just a joke to you?
I think I was laughing, to be honest with you.
I think you were laughing too.
Sure.
I think you weren't taking her feelings into consideration, were you?
I was,
Sir,
sir,
I'm sorry, is that an inappropriate question because you're not rolling your eyes and I don't want the jury to be involved.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to take a matter up. Your absence, step out, please. All rise.